Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has claimed victory in Sunday's parliamentary elections. Securing nearly 50% of the vote means his centrist civil contract party can govern without a coalition partner and can claim a strong mandate for his shift towards the European Union and away from Russia's traditional ally, Armenia's traditional ally, Russia. Sunday was also the first election after Armenia's humiliating 2023 defeat in Nagorno-Karabakh. That's an ethnic Armenian enclave in neighbouring Azerbaijan. Many voters had promised to punish Mr Pashinyan for losing control of the territory, but it appears that even more chose to believe his promise to pursue peace with Armenia's neighbour.
Nikol Pashinyan sent his supporters a wordless message of love. Set to Queen's "We Are the Champions." Music to the ears of the European Union after his party claimed victory in Armenia's parliamentary election.
It looks like now that Armenia's people, although under heavy Russian pressure, still chose to have a European future, which is a good thing. And of course, we are trying to help them as much as possible also on their future reforms.
Pashinyan aims to boost ties with the EU, and that was a message that resonated with voters. They placed his party comfortably ahead of pro-Russian rivals. As votes were being counted, Moscow made its discontent clear.
We are carefully monitoring all reports that are emerging around these elections. This includes reports of the numerous violations that occurred during these elections.
But local officials said they found little sign of irregularities in the vote.
I was the chair of a precinct electoral commission. The elections were conducted brilliantly and cleanly. When society enjoys taking part in political processes and places its hopes in the idea that something can be changed in the country through political processes, that is already a strong signal that everything will be fine.
International monitors were more blunt in their assessment.
Russia exercised unprecedented pressure, using public threats and trade measures, trying to substantially alter the results of the elections.
For now, Pashinyan is celebrating what he calls a historic victory. But he now faces the daunting task of seeking peace with his neighbours while withstanding Russian pressure as he moves closer to Europe.
Well, Stefan Meister is head of the Centre for Order and Governance in Eastern Europe, Russia and Central Asia at the German Council on Foreign Relations. He was in Armenia over the weekend as an election observer. Welcome to DW. How do you think Russia will react to Nikol Pashinyan's victory?
I think we saw already reactions of Russia ahead of the election, and that was first of all sanctions on Armenian products, water, fruits, also different kind of export, other products of export to Russia. So I think Russia will first of all economically punish Pashinyan, but it needs also Armenia for its own trade to Iran, to the south. So I don't think it will be too comprehensive.
OK. And despite pushing for a closer EU cooperation, Armenia is still inside Russia's economic and security orbit. So can Yerevan have it both ways?
I think it will be a long way to leave Russia's economic space. It's still a part of the Eurasian Economic Union. It benefits very much from sanction circumventions, also on the Ukrainian sanctions by the EU and by Western states. Russia is in the gas sector, electricity sector, telecommunication sector. So Armenia is very dependent on Russia, and it's very costly and long term to diversify and to leave this economic sphere.
Right. So what's the plan then? We keep saying and we keep hearing that Armenia is looking for closer links to Europe. What would that look like?
It's not an EU integration. I think both sides understand this will definitely not come anytime soon. Visa agreement is negotiated at the moment, more access maybe to the European market, but Armenia has also not so many products to sell in Europe. So I think there will be some more security cooperation, integration in some sectors, and then Armenia will just diversify. For Armenia, it's crucial to open the border with Turkey, with Azerbaijan, and I think this will be the most important thing happen to Armenia anytime soon.
Right. So as far as we can tell, the notion of closer links between Armenia and the EU, that's all trade and talk. So what is it about that has Russia so concerned?
Now, Russia is losing influence in the South Caucasus. Armenia was the closest ally in the past. Russia was the main security provider until the Karabakh War, the Second Karabakh War to Armenia. Then it didn't support the country, and there's a deep frustration with Russia. We see a slowly decoupling from Russia. We see this coming closer to the EU in some sectors. Russia is very sensitive about this, at the moment. So I think it's just not be able to decide who is the new prime minister, who wins the election, and this distancing of Pashinyan from Russia in many fields.
Armenia's westward drift isn't new, so how far can Nikol Pashinyan push this agenda without Russia sending the tanks in? What are Moscow's red lines in this?
So Armenia has no direct borders with Russia, like Georgia. Russia still has a military base in the country, but it's already losing, for instance, its border control, which has been agreed that they have to leave the country. So I think it will be rather sanctioning, but I don't think there will be bigger interventions. And for Armenia, it's really crucial to get the peace agreement signed with Azerbaijan. Then both borders will open with Azerbaijan and with Turkey, and Russia will have even less influence on the country. It will be less important also as a trading partner.
Armenia, relatively poor compared to the European Union. It's easy to see how it would benefit from closer links to the world's largest trading bloc. Tell us more about what's in it for the EU.
For the EU, it's first of all about connectivity. It's trade to Central Asia. It's access to the Caspian resources, and it's about diversifying its trade routes. We talk always now about the middle corridor, replacing the northern corridor via Russia, which can go through Georgia, but with whom the EU has at the moment not so good relations, or it can really go through Armenia. Both routes would be beneficial. So I think it's first of all about trade.
Tell us more about the way Nikol Pashinyan has run Armenia since he came to power in 2018. How strong have been the checks and balances on his power?
I think we see some authoritarian tendencies also under Pashinyan. He was very strong in polarizing the public. If you see with civil society who has access also to the government, I think there he's quite selective. But still, I think I would say he's the most democratic prime minister we have seen in the new history of Armenia. We have relatively functioning institutions, but I think the longer he's in power, the more I would be concerned that he also will get authoritarian tendencies, as we have seen it with many other leaders in the region.
So, does this latest victory then mean that Mr. Pashinyan just continues on the course he already set, heading west, or does that nearly 50% vote put the sort of boosters under the project?
No, I think his main policy is diversification. Diversification in relations towards different partners. And again, I think he stands for the peace process with Azerbaijan, which gives Armenia security. And I think that's one of the main reasons why people voted for him. Atmosphere in the country really has improved. The economy has improved. So I think he brought the country on a good path despite this lost Second Karabakh War. And I think he will move ahead with this policy.
Good talking to you. Thanks so much for joining us. Stefan Meister from the German Council on Foreign Relations.
Thank you for having me.